Hey everyone, so we are gonna go into the third law, the third law of the universe, or Hermetic Principle, and it is called the Principle of Vibration. And it goes by nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates, the Kybalion. So we had gone over the previous two principles, the law of mentalism, as in all is the mind, and the second one was the law of correspondence, as above so below, as below so above, as within so without, as without so within. Now, I had mentioned in that video that the law of vibration pretty much connects these two big principles, the first and the second. And how it does that is by this concept that everything is moving within the all. And as I had mentioned about what are we made up? We are made up of atoms, and each atom, every single substance, or everything that is a thing in the all is made up of atoms. And we know in science that everything within the atom is constantly moving. So we have the nucleus, and then we have the electrons and protons, and electrons constantly moving around the nucleus. So it is a vibratory thing. It is something that vibrates. And so just like this, now that modern science has proved it in the 19th and 20th century, we know that this law applies, which is the law of vibration. I definitely feel this is one of the most important laws in all of the seven. Of course, the all being the mind is one of the most primal and vital ones that you should know as a hermetist, a path on hermeticism, but on the path of hermeticism. But of course, the law of vibration is very interesting and can be really taken into depth of as healers and practitioners in healthcare. I believe this law really applies and can be understood in depth to bring about healing. And so if you consider how the atoms are constantly moving, and then that everything is in movement, so everything from the densest form, which is the body or a physical object, to something that is as abstract as what you can call the spirit or the consciousness, is also moving. It's just that it is moving in such a fast frequency or vibration that you're not able to physically see it with your eyes or with your senses. And I can give you an example of that if you, consider that the various forms of energy, say light, magnetism, electricity, or heat, all these are various forms of energy that are experienced in different ways based on their frequency, based on the vibration that they hold. And the wavelengths of the light or the application of the wavelengths of the light are different. So you have radio frequency waves, we have gamma waves, we have different waves that we use that apply and cause changes in matter, in physical matter. So I use lasers, and we I obviously use certain wavelengths that target pigment. We use wavelengths that target collagen. We have wavelengths that target water in the tissue. And so there are different wavelengths of this energy or frequency that can be used to alter matter in different states. But still, it is all energy or vibration that is being used to transmute something that is also energy and vibration, which is the atom within the matter. So it is all within the all, but that is a way that you can understand that it is all movement that's happening within the all in different frequencies. Another example I want to talk about, and this is probably something I wanted to mention in the law of correspondence, as without so within. It's when you go to a place that makes you feel like, oh, I go to that place and I just feel really good inside, or I go to the temple, or I go to the church, and I go hiking, and I just feel like I can connect. And we throw about very loosely the term, oh, that place just has a really good vibe to it. You know, we all use that term, and we all kind of subconsciously know what that means to us individually, how that made me feel. But that is also a vibration that is of an emotion. So, or like the energetic vibration of that place is very high. So you go, you know, to church, and there are prayers that happen every day, and people come in with that, you know, honest, humble vibe of surrender and of gratitude, and that just has a different frequency. Or someone's getting married, and there's that joy that fills up in the space, and there's the energy within that joy that you experience when you go into within you know, a shrine or a holy place like that, or you go to the temple and there's constant chanting and mantra chanting. You go to a yoga studio where you're like, oh, I just love the vibe of that studio. And it's because the people there have been doing all this work with intentions, and, you know, sending out that what we call as emotions of positive emotions, of positive energy, and we are experiencing that by visiting the place, because it is nothing but energy moving from that emotion into a abstract state or the ether, and then coming back to us as an experience of an emotion or energy. And so when you think about the mental phenomena of telepathy, or when you think about you know, the phenomena of mentalism or hypnosis, where you feel that you can, you know, there are hypnotherapists that can speak a person into hypnosis, or there is a you know, well, I can hear things, but there are no words spoken, so like telepathy, and that is a nothing but our intuition picking up this vibration or the frequency that's moving around in the consciousness, and we have just developed our reception to attract or understand that frequency, and just know this is what I have to do. And you know, you're thinking of someone, and the next thing you know, the person's giving you a call. and you know, when we think about the law of attraction, right, we don't want to go out and send out what we want to the universe. You know how we always say, like, let's ask and intend for this, but at the same time, according to the law of manifestation or law of attraction, you also have to be in a state of abundance yourself mentally to attract the abundance within you. So that vibration has to match. So if you are wanting to buy a new house, you have to first physically believe that you're in the house, or mentally believe that you're physically in the house, and experience all what you would experience being in the house, and then you can come up to that vibration where your vibration and the place's vibration match, and that becomes your physical reality. And that is what is explained in you know, various different manifestation techniques. And this, to me, comes from the law of vibration. So it's really about understanding that everything within the universe is vibrating, and it's all about bringing your frequency to that vibration to help attract it. Now, how you know, vibrational medicine or vibrational cosmetics, like the term that I use, and it is really first understanding that when I will give you an example of vibrational cosmetics and what I consider to be vibrational cosmetics. And I look at the body as a whole, right? I can never see the skin as being an organ that I am going to take care of and bye-bye, you know? So it's definitely, to me, I look at the skin as a an organ that is covering up the entire body, that is also full of organs. Everything is vibrating. So if the body within is vibrating at a certain frequency, the skin cells outside are going to be vibrating at a certain frequency. And the body is vibrating to what the mental state of that body is. So the mental thoughts, the emotions, the energetic state of the body is affecting everything that's physical in the body. And that's why we have the questionnaire and we talk about the dosha. And why do I bring in the concept of dosha or the Ayurvedic way of looking at the body? Because when they do an analysis and I know the dosha type, it gives me an idea of what this person's constitution is more like. And it would give me a better idea of the emotional, mental, physical, energetic state of that body. And from there, I will plan my treatment, which cannot just be focused on the skin. So it has to be a mind, body, skin. So then mind aspect is very important along with the body, your diet, your exercise, your, what type of routine you have, and then is the skin. So as within, so without. So everything we balance or harmonize within, and we balance and harmonize without. So when I talk so much about the microbiome and why I'm fascinated by it, it's because I do believe the vibration or the microbial cloud of these organisms outside and within our gut need to be in harmony with the rest of the cells within our body. We understand the concept of symbiosis, where there is a balance between the microbial cloud and the body's eukaryotic cells. And when the vibration sinks, we are in a state of balance. We are in harmony. We are not experiencing disease states. All of these disease states that we do experience, like acne or Crohn's disease or any type of inflammatory gut disease or any type of inflammatory skin disease, we're thinking about an imbalance of the skin, gut, brain axis of the microbiome and the host. So all of this, and why am I bringing this in, is for you to visualize that all of this is nothing but a state of balance that is trying to be achieved in all these different atoms that are vibrating. And it's you can call it quantum healing, and that's why I like to call it quantum rejuvenation whenever we're doing cosmetic treatments based on vibrational cosmetics, because I feel that is the level of healing that is required to really get that overall rejuvenation. Here, and then the outside comes as a bonus. So there you have it with the law of vibration. There is much more that we can go in depth, and I will do that in future videos. But definitely tell me how you feel about what you understood about the law of vibration. If you like and subscribe to our channel, that would be great. And if you hit like, I know we can go deeper into the law of vibration. All right. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you and namaste.